Okay, and we're headed into game number 1 right now on Dragonshire. Let's see how this ends up. Heroes never die. Hello, Chili. Yo, what's up, Heroes? How's it going, man? Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night for fight night, as usual. Let's see how these guys do. Love me. Yo, what's up, Heroes? I got you, homie. Don't you worry, sir. So we are on Dragonshire for game number 1. Now, what's going to happen for the bans here? Two Trick is known for a small number of heroes that they're very, very good on, and a large number of heroes that they're pretty good on. Samuro. Okay, so they do know Samuro is one of the tricks, one of the more powerful tricks on Two Trick. So they do know about Two Trick's hero pool. They've done their research. They've probably seen these players in Hero League or Storm League. And they know that Samuro is one of them. I'm not going to mention them in the first game during the draft. I don't want to predispose Two Trick to getting banned out with certain heroes, but there are definitely certain heroes that they're very dangerous on and probably should be banned out. This is one of those times where you probably just want to ban the other teams. So Kel'Thuzad. So maybe there's a trick on Press Forward that I'm not aware of. There must be. Who's a guy on Kel'Thuzad? Maybe Felipe. That rings a bell. I think Felipe is a really good Kel'Thuzad. Good. Here's Never Die. I won a game with Crater Sonya yesterday. Feels bad, man. 4 Crater Sonya. 4 kills. Oh my god. Unstoppable. Okay, Chromie as well. So they know these tricks. Chromie and Samuro are probably the number 2 of the very highest ban priorities against Two Trick, but Press Forward did their homework. They do know this, it seems. They got rid of those heroes. There are a few other tricks left that are very deadly. You only get 2 bans, unfortunately, though. And there are a lot of very, very practiced heroes still left on Two Trick's side. TLV, I believe J Shifts plays TLV, but J Shifts isn't in this one. Here's Never Die. Riplaw, yeah. They figured it out. They knew the tricks. We got a first pick Cassia. It makes a lot of sense. Cassia is busted right now. If you can first pick Cassia, you probably should. That makes sense. That's the thing to do. Here's what I can't Chromie to save my ass. Me neither, dude. My Chromie is not something that I bust out ever. Alright, we get an Ana and we get an Imperius. So right now, it's not really heroes that Two Trick is known for. And it seems like they're going for power in the meta right now over tricks. Wow, that's a Chen.
Our world is worth fighting for.
Just had a question in the chat if Avalanche is banned. Avalanche, it's not banned here. Everything goes here. Maybe it should be banned, but I feel like it makes it more exciting. And if it was going to be banned, I needed to announce it earlier than now. And I did not. So, we play on with Avalanche. So Chen. Chen is an interesting pick here. I did not expect to see a Chen. Kind of early in the draft for Chen, too. They banned the Deckard. Okay. So the Deckard's out. They don't want to play against it. Deckard Kane, very powerful. A lot of healers still open to Press Forward, though, so let's see what they end up going for. They have options. Now, there are still a few tricks left. Maybe not, though. Maybe there's still a few tricks left. There's still some stuff that Press Forward could ban out. Let's see if they go for one of the tricks or if they go for some of the meta bans. A Cho'Gall, a wise move here. Cho'Gall, always very dangerous and always a possibility when you see the Ana. Because nobody wants to play against a nano boosted Cho'Gall, especially late game. Nobody wants to deal with that. So you might as well get the big man out of here and not have to deal with him. Because that could really ruin your day. Especially if you don't have much percentage damage with, which Press Forward doesn't have much percentage damage. You don't have your Anubrak, you don't have your Greymane, you don't have your Karazim. There's a Kira, and there's a Jaina. Not any of the tricks. They're not living up to their name, they're not playing any of their 2 tricks. And it's very interesting. But these are also really powerful heroes in the meta. So, I mean, an Imperius stun into a Jaina combo, that could be very scary. So maybe they don't need to play their tricks. Two Trick seems very confident. And they've shied away from their usual picks, and they're branching out. And we shall see what happens. But I like the look of their comp. I like the Imperious Stun into the Jaina combo. That's honestly terrifying. But we have on press forward side also a really nice Bloodlust comp. I'm definitely assuming this is Bloodlust. This is a beautiful Bloodlust comp. It's Cassie's going to do well with Bloodlust. Bloodlust and Archon together are always very scary. Uther. Double support. They're lacking wave clear. But we'll have Uther. I kind of like it if the wave clear is enough, which it might be. And does this mean Kira's the solo laner for two Trick? This is a very interesting draft. Double healer, Imperious main tank, but I think it may work. There's a lot of questions left in my mind right now, though. A lot of questions. Let's see what happens. We'll jump into game number 1, and we'll see how this plays out. So we have double healer on two Trick's side, and we have Imperious main tank. That's fine, Imperious main tank, because his weakness is pretty much it's hard for him to land his Q. It's not like an ETC slide or a Murden Stormbolt. It's not like a guaranteed CC. But if Uther stuns first and the target's not moving, the Q is free for Imperious, so he can't really miss. So all of a sudden, with an Uther next to him, Imperious becomes like a main tank. Or the Ana sleep. If the Ana hits a sleep, then the Imperious Q is free. They have a lot of CC on two Trick's side and a really strong team fight. But their solo laner is Kira against Chen. I don't know who wins that matchup. Okay, so we're jumping into game number 1. On the side of two Trick, we have T side on Jaina, Kira. T side on Jaina, Madara on Kira, Rodney on Imperious, Pasties on Ana, and Drincho on Uther. On the side of press forward, we have Lupus on Mei, Felipe on Tassadar, Enigma on Cassia, Goose on Rhaegar, and Ren Brothers on Chen. Let's take a quick look at the level 1 talents. Imperious building into Q build, which is totally standard. That's what we expect. Rhaegar going for a little bit of extra radius in the lightning shield. A bit surprised about that. Totem is usually the standard pick, but maybe he wants to do a little bit of extra damage. He wants to be aggressive. They're looking like a Bloodlust comp, so that makes sense. Proteus, what's up, Proteus? Welcome to the stream, homie. My weakness is Doritos. Mine too, man. Doritos are delicious. Okay, so the Mei W just used for wave clear pretty much here. Both teams kind of just skirmishing, but press forward is 4 versus 5. Kira's moving up to match Chen. We have an intense 4 versus 4 here. Chen and Kira in the top lane. Uther's taking some damage. He's very tanky though, and Uther actually goes down. First blood over to press forward. I did not think Uther was in trouble, especially with the double healer there to back him up. A lot of damage coming out from Tassadar and Cassia. I guess that is a lot of damage on those heroes. They're considered kind of the busted heroes right now. And Rhaegar early game is a lot of damage as well to back that up. Looks like Kira has a slight advantage in this 1v1. I'm not sure who wins this 1v1, but I think Kira. Not entirely sure. Mei's posturing here for an invade. But her team is not quite behind her. This looks like a bluff to me. Looking like less of a bluff. Doesn't look like a bluff anymore. And press forward is fully invaded. It's a big Q by Imperious, a big follow-up stun by Uther. Another big Q by Imperious, so much CC. They're not taking any damage somehow though. Press forward. They've totally won this point out. I do not know how press forward didn't all die there. They ate a full Imperious Q into an Uther stun, into another Imperious Q. He got the reset using his level 1 talent. You get these resets if you have a big Q and a lot of marks on your target. And that's an early Dragon Knight going immediately over to press forward. Wow. Really shocking, Jaina Adamana here. I really think there is possibly some miscommunication. This is a key moment in the game here on this camp. Look at this 1 level lead already. That could really blow up in the game. Healing well used by Rhaegar. This is the default level 4 talent. Very important for Rhaegar. A lot to stay in there. And look at this siege in the bot lane. You see how they're splitting up here? They're splitting up the Dragon Knight to just get some mid value, and they're pushing bot as well with the heroes. They're maximizing experience, and they're really focusing the bot lane because they've got their camp. They've got 3 heroes, and they got a minion wave. It's a lot of PvE pressure, and it's not quite as much as a dragon, but They're getting a ton out of this first dragon. Look at this. They got the whole middle fort. And they're fighting for bottom as well. But I like what 2Trick is doing here. They're saying, okay, if you're going for our mid fort, we'd rather lose our mid fort than our bot fort. And they're defending bot with their lives here. That's a really nice Q by Imperius. Not quite any damage. It's really just 2 healers and Imperius here, so they don't have a ton of teamfight potential. Rhaegar is so scary early game. He's going in. Enigma almost going down there, really low. Really, really ballsy play there. Totally skates out of there, no problem. Kira and Chen going back and forth in the top lane. Experience is somewhat evened out. Not quite evened out there. Wow, that's an important Chen kill there. That's a really important Chen kill there. Experience is pretty much even now. Although structurally 2Trick is down quite a bit, but that Chen kill really turns things experience-wise. And now it looks like 2Trick is going to secure the bottom camp as well. And that's going to be pretty important. The reason this bottom camp is important to secure is this bottom camp helps you a lot to take this bottom fort. If they can clear the minions and they can get some pressure, they'll have a lot of time with these towers. They'll be protected by the spell armor. So they can siege these towers. They opt to make the safer play, though, and they get some experience. They're going for their bruiser camp. And they're letting their bot push go here. They do get maybe half a tower, maybe a little more than half a tower. Not quite a full tower. So they get a bit, so it was worth something. And press forward. Really aggressively prioritizing this bot lane. And already at the 4-minute mark, they have taken the bot tower. Their heroes have spent the majority of the game in this bot lane. If you want to do well in your Storm League games, emulate this team here. You want to take this bot fort first, and you want to get this bot keep next. This is what the whole map is all about on Dragonshire. Get these bottom lane structures down, and you'll see a massive performance shift. Performance upgrade, I should say. Hots Games, what's up, man? We played a few times. You helped out with some stuff. Good to see you on stream. Yo, what's up, Hots Games? Thanks for stopping by, man. Really appreciate that. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Robin, I really miss 3D Doritos from late 90s to early 2000s. Robin, absolutely. 3D Doritos were the best thing ever. I actually completely forgot those were a thing at all. Look at Madara in the top lane. Madara's doing some work down here. So they have look at press forward. Top lane's getting wrecked, but they say we don't really care too much. What we have here is 4 siege giants, and we got your bot fort, and we want to get your bot keep next. And we're putting all our eggs and getting the bot keep. And top is definitely going heavily against press forward, but generally that is worth it. It's okay to let the top lane go if you're trading for bot. It's actually great. Look at this Cassie engage and Bloodlust. That is really nice coordination and a press forward. Somehow this Jaina gets engaged on and is totally fine. Rhaegar's all of a sudden a horrible spot because of the really nice avalanche. Rhaegar goes down. Jaina goes down as well. A lot of blood back and forth. This is really in favor of 2Trick though. And Mei goes down as well. Mei does go down at the very end there. Chen might go down here as well. His Storm, Earth, and Fire is going to run out here. He's going to be kind of out of dice all of a sudden. Wow. And what looked like a fantastic engage onto Jaina with the Valkyrie totally turned around there. I actually don't know how that happened at all. Jaina got engaged on so nicely with the Valkyrie, right into the Bloodlust and all the damage, and somehow she just was totally fine. So it is 11.5 to 11.5. A much closer game all of a sudden, although structurally, press forward has the advantage. But experience-wise, it's totally even now. Chen is getting engaged on by Kira. Chen doing some damage back to Kira. Chen quickly running out of health. Chen is down. Kira really wins that matchup, it looks like. So they are down Chen. Now can they delay this for another 15 seconds or so? Probably, because we have Ana here and Kira top, and Testor's getting bot back. So they can delay. They should just back out of here. They got their delay. They did what they had to do, and they're safe. All right, Cassie getting engaged on a little bit. Divine Storm used. Jaina combo used. A really nice cleanse by Rhaegar. There's a Ring of Frost. Dodge Ring of Frost. A big Bloodlust. A lot of sparks flying. Everybody pressed R. There goes Avalanche. Avalanche dodge. Imperius taking some damage. A really nice force wall by Tassadar to force the damage onto Imperius. And Imperius goes down. Wow. A lot of sparks. Everyone pressed R there. Except Kira didn't get a chance to. And that's the net result. Only one death. I'm not sure how. Only one person went down there. That was a very focused team fight. The cleanse by Rhaegar there was the silent champion of that. Wow. Kira held on to that ultimate for a really nice moment. Can we get the value out of it? They do chase press forward off of the camp. Press forward is forced to retreat there. Now, can Tassadar get this Dragon Knight? Cassia delays. Kira Tassadar will get the Dragon Knight now. Okay. Kira, very hard to take down. Jumps right out of there. Very close game now. Press forward. Continuing their theme with the map. And they are pushing the bot lane. Chen opting to go top right now, though. Which is a very interesting call. They have level 13. They have a Dragon Knight. They probably, if they all grew up together here, can take this keep 100%. Chen is opting to go for the experience instead. Over the sure thing of the keep. Which is an investment into later game. So let's see. Maybe they have this keep anyway. Looks like they're not going to get too much here. An engagement to Cassia. Not too much damage, though. Cassia is still fairly healthy. A little bit of damage from the keep. Not too much done with the Dragon Knight there. Oh, a big stun by Imperius. A very big Q. Massive, aggressive Uther in the front line here, getting things done. Really nice Uther play there. That's a really nice sleep by Ana. And that's probably going to be the end of Tassadar as well. The Archon is popped. Can he survive a little longer? It looks like he's going down. Okay. That's the end of Tassadar. Really nice counter engage by Two Trick. A really nice defense by Two Trick. It looks like Press Forward had this bottom lane keep down. It looked like he was in their pocket. And Two Trick made a nice defense. I'm not sure about the decision to bring Chen top. But maybe if Chen goes bot, they don't get the keep anyway. Could go a lot of different ways. It's easy to say in hindsight. Maybe Chen should have gone bot. Hard to say. Hard to say. But either way, experience is actually moved in favor of Two Trick now. Kills-wise, we're swinging. In the beginning, Press Forward had a big advantage, and kills-wise has moved to 8-5 in favor of Two Trick. Kira putting out a lot of damage. Madara on that Kira doing a lot of damage. Tassadar and Cassia Tassadar closely behind, mostly. Let's see how this goes. Reaper YT, hello. Hey, what's up, Reaper? How's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday night. Alright, so Imperius moving into the mid lane. We're looking at Chen. Chen's pretty tanky. He might be hard to bring down. Looks like they think about kicking Chen, and they're still thinking about it. Oh, watch out. Watch out, Mr. Panda. Oh, he catches him with the Q, and then that looks like the end of the Panda. It's a really nice engage onto Chen. That's it. So, Press Forward rotates up a little bit to go after Chen. I would prefer to see them take this camp. They see them all rotate up to Chen. I would prefer to see them just grab this camp. Chen's going to get ganked fine. We'll get a camp. We'll put a little more pressure into the bot lane while it's happening. So they opt for the safer play. They just grab the temple. We're hanging out. A little harassment damage. They don't quite have Chen yet. Ana and Jane are rotating down. While Tassadar, Cassia, and Rhaegar rotate up. Cassia checks the bush here. She gets the vision. She says, okay, they're on this bruiser camp. So they know that they're free to take this top temple. And maybe free to steal this? No. Okay. Imperius is playing some defense here. It's not going to happen. So Q onto Mei and E by Uther, but that's Mei. Very hard to kill. There's a Bloodlust. Okay, they're going all in here. There's a stun to Uther. The stun does not connect. Uther gets out of it in time. A Valkyrie, but it's cleanse. A really nice cleanse by Uther onto Ana there. That was awesome. A nice avalanche, though, onto Imperius and Jaina. A big Ring of Frost hitting all the Chen brothers here. Cassia does go down as well. Chen gets hit by a big Imperius Q. A big Divine Storm followed up by a big Kira ultimate. This looks like it's turning heavily against press forward. Tassador brought down. Madara hitting away at Chen. A Ren might go down as well. Nice dodge by Ren. I did not think he was going to go that way. That was a very sneaky dodge. And they get out of there. Only 2 dead. Only 2 down there. Pretty close one. So, Rhaegar goes and neutralizes the temple here, which is a nice move. You can't stay long enough to take the temple, so why? No reason to try and take it if you can't take it. He just needs to get it to neutral. And they do get a dragon. So dragon goes over to 2-trick. We're now up a 1-level lead. Kills 11-5. This is turned heavily against... This is turned very heavily against press forward. This double healer comp is working out very nicely for 2-trick. And this Imperious is getting massive CC off. As the Imperious damage is almost matching the Assassins. Almost all the ultimates are up on the side of 2-trick except for Divine Storm. Will take 10 more seconds. So press forward has to be a little bit careful. They're missing Archon and they're missing Chen, Storm, Earth, and Fire. Chen is also in the top lane. Pretty dangerous. 2-trick has a lot of ultimates. 2-trick gets this bot fort down. Structurally, 2-trick is now in the lead. We can see how it goes here. 2-trick's nipping away some more to towers. They still have 20 seconds left on this Dragon Knight. They can pressure this bot lane a little more. They're going to get the whole bot keep wall. May's looking for a big avalanche. The avalanche is dodged. A nice bloodlust by Rhaegar. A Ring of Frost hits the Chen brothers again. Second time. Nana boosted Jen a bit spooky. Valkyrie used on Kira alone. Chen might go down there. They killed all the Chen brothers. They're all down. Enigma taking a ton of damage. A big Divine Storm onto Cassia. Mei might be in trouble as well now. A big Uther Sun into an Imperious ultimate. And this might be game. Especially if they get one more kill here. Rhaegar looks like he's going down as well. That's probably game. Game number 1 in favor of 2-trick. Really looked like very scary the early game here. Press forward came out with a very coordinated and organized early game. They looked very scary off the bat, but 2-trick slowly worked their way back into the game. They held on, and it looks like Madara looking for some style points here on Tassador. Can he get away with it? And he does get it. He yells Worth at the top of his lungs as it goes down. A hero to be remembered forever. Okay, an exciting game number 1. Unexpectedly, from the early game, it looked like press forward had total control of the map. They had actually gotten the entire bot fort down and the mid fort, and they were pressuring the keep wall before 2-trick had even gotten a fort wall. And all of a sudden, 2-trick comes out in the mid game with their level 10s, and they say, no more of this. No, this should still be game. This is a final defense here by some resurrected teammates, but that is GG. That is game number 1. Really nicely played by everybody. Nice first game there. So, that is game number 1. Let's take a quick look at the stats here. Look at Tassador. Tassador did a bunch of damage, but it really felt like damage-wise, Madara and Tassador are very close. Madara did go 8-2 though, so that's a big bonus to his team. He was also in the solo lane. So it feels like damage-wise, these are the ones to keep an eye on for the rest of the game. Imperious looking really good too. Only 1 death, a lot of damage, almost not quite keeping up with Cassia, but kind of in the vague ballpark. Something to keep in mind as we look at the games coming up here. Let's jump into the map selection and see where we're going to go for game number 2. So game number 1 was Dragonshire, and it did go. It was picked by. Who's it picked by? Game number 1 was picked by 2-trick, and they did end up winning it. So their pick made sense for them. Got game number 1 under the belt, and we'll see where Press Forward wants to take us for game number 2. Let's see, maybe I'll ask Felipe. Alright, so we're going to Battlefield of Eternity for game number 2. Battlefield of Eternity, so it'll be a very team fight oriented map. Battlefield of Eternity, we're going to see big 5v5 team fights the whole time. A little bit of the map with the Shaman camp, timing that properly. A little bit of the map with possibly globals. Globals on Battlefield of Eternity, they're not too bad. Let's see. Start inviting people. TBK Zord, hey yo, what's up TBK? How's it going, man? Nice to see you, homie. We just got into game number 1 here. Do you want to cast TBK? Are you up for it? TBK was tentatively scheduled to be the co-caster here tonight, but unfortunately IRL got the best of him. Let's see, Enigma. Somebody's mixed up here. Like Lupus. Starfocus, is Two Trick finally being challenged? Yes, I'd say so, but Two Trick did take game number 1, but it was close, you know, it was a close game. Press Forward had the early game, and then Two Trick turned it in the late game. Yulo, cool. Hey, Snarfy. Yulo, same, just woke up. Oh, nice. What's up, Yulo? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Okay, and we're jumping into game number 2 right now on Dragonshire. Let's hop in there. No, game number 2 on Battlefield. Battlefield of Eternity. Battlefield of Dragons. MVP Kimchi, what's good, everyone? Yo, what's up, MVP Kimchi? Nice to see you today, man. Welcome to the stream. We are in game number 2. Two Trick, currently undefeated in the Fight Night games against Press Forward, also undefeated in the Fight Night games. 2 really scary teams, a lot of Grandmasters. If someone on these teams isn't Grandmaster, they're definitely Master. High elo players, battling it out here. Coordinated teams, we're seeing how it's going. So we'll see. Band number 1 by Two Trick is the Kel'Thuzad. Felipe is known for his Kel'Thuzad. He's really spooky on it, so it makes sense to take it out. Last game, Pasties played a really nice Ana. So Press Forward bans out the Ana. Ana's also just kind of a busted hero, I feel like. So it's nice to get rid of it that once in a while. Or every game. Honestly, whenever I see Ana banned, I'm like, good. That hero is so scary, and she's able to set up so much. I understand the Ana ban completely. Two Trick goes and bans the Mei. Looks like another respect ban there. Press Forward has a nice Mei player. So it does make sense now. Two Trick is known as they're properly named. They're known for a few tricks they play. Last game we saw a Chromie ban. Last game we saw a Samuro ban. Okay, and they do ban the Samuro over the Chromie. So that leaves Madara's Chromie open. And Madara's Chromie is very scary. So we'll see. Snarfungus, wait, Archie's didn't play Deckard? Snarf, actually, Archie's has been branching out. She's been playing the... Okay, we get a first pick Cassia. So Madara opts to bail on the Chromie. And he goes for the Cassia, although swaps are available, so this might be like a fake out. But Archie's went Ana last game, and she's been playing it more and more lately, and she's pretty nasty on it. So nasty enough to warrant a ban there, the first ban from Press Forward. So looks like free trick for Archie's. She's not living up to the name at all. Li Ming first picked, makes sense. Battlefield, Li Ming is good. ETC makes sense. Is a good tank. Mei's banned out. Take a BTC, very reliable. Okay, and Archie's returns back to her Deckard. She said, I experimented a little with the Ana. We're back to Deckard. Archie is known for the Deckard. Very spooky on him. It's also a really cool Deckard skin. I didn't know it was a thing. Snarf, she played Ana a long time ago when I played with her. Cool to see her back on it. Yes, Archie's. Okay, nice. I didn't realize she played Ana. When I played with her, she always played the Deckard, or maybe the mouth it was banned. So Rodney picks up the Vala. It's Battlefield. You know, we play Vala on Battlefield. That makes sense. So what are we banning here? We got to ban a tank, and we got to ban a bruiser. They banned the Imperius. Imperius was pretty spooky last game. I think Rodney played the Imperius last game, so I don't know who's gonna tank here and who's gonna solo lane. But the Imperius was very spooky last game for sure. I was wondering if Madara was locking the Cassia and someone else was gonna pick Chromie later to try and fake him out. That would have been cool. But it looks like Madara is really just playing the Cassia. Two Drake's gonna ban. What are they banning? Raynor. Okay, interesting. Raynor kind of strong here. He has an Exterminator talent, which makes him stronger against the Immortal. It's a decent race. It's an auto attacker. I mean, they do have Cassia, so Cassia kind of messes Raynor up, but I can see it. Press forward needs an auto attacker. Might as well get him out of here. Starfrog is Malphite Ana usually. TBK Sword, it'll be the Ana. Snarf, he plays all the characters, so I expect nothing less. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, he's got it all. Okay, so press forward playing a very traditional comp on Battlefield of Eternity, but they're throwing Rexar into the mix. So that's interesting. Greymane makes a lot of sense. Greymane Rex the Immortal. Artanis makes a lot of sense. Artanis Rex the Immortal. Another double healer comp out of 2-Trick. This map makes perfect sense to run double healer. Dragonshire, it's a little risky because of the wave clear thing. But on Battlefield, wave clear doesn't matter. So you're totally fine to run. They're running Artanis solo tank though. That's a bit weird. They have the Uther, Stun, and Divine Storm to tank. Okay, so this is like as weird as it was last game. Last game wasn't that weird. This game's weird because Artanis instead of Imperius is kind of problematic because Imperius has CC. Like hard CC that's just hard to land, but it's easy if you have Uther setting up for you. Artanis has no CC. So this is going to be Uther main tank for sure. So we're getting Uther main tank here, and that's it. There's no Imperius Q following up, and Uther gets in there and starts the party, and then Imperius finishes it. This is just Uther tanking. Val will have Reign of Vengeance. Deckard will have a lot of CC. They might have enough CC to get by, but it's ghetto. it's not as clean as their last double healer comp. I would have liked to have seen a bruiser with hard CC, but Artanis has really good race. Artanis is blind, which is important against Stukov, Rexar, Greymane, so it might even out. It's kind of a toss-up. So we will see. I like this comp. It's definitely not something you see every day. So it should be interesting to cast. Let's check it out here really quick. We got for team press forward. We have Madara on Cassia, Dr. Incho on Uther, Passes on Deckard, T-side on Artanis, and Rodney on Vala. On the side of press forward, we have Felipe on Li Ming, Enigma on Greymane, Lupus on ETC, Ren Brothers on Rexar, Goose on Stukov. Artanis, we should see the level 1 talent, amateur opponent, that's what we always see, and Q build out of Vala. These are your race talents. Greymane Viciousness, and then the new Aether Walker on Li Ming. Makes sense. We got some sprays down here. Both teams kind of posturing, looking at each other. Seeing what's up. Yulo, it's going to be weird. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting match here. I'm excited to see. That's a nice stun onto a nice slide onto a nice Stukov silence. A lot of nice follow-up here, but double healer is double healer. It's hard to kill people. Double healer is just... Honestly, double healer is just a good comp. Like, double healer is just straight up good. But the weakness of double healer is you're usually bad at playing the map, but Battlefield, the map doesn't matter that much. So I like the double healer here a lot. A nice slide by TC. Not a lot of good follow-up there. A big blow-up onto Uther, and he gets away with it because double healer. That was it, though. I mean, I think as Ming and as Greymane's damage scales, a nice slide. Let's see the follow-up again. Not quite as much follow-up there. As Ming and Greymane scale, if they get that combo down nice, And especially if Deckard can land the root in the silence later game, that could be very scary. It could be a really big playmaker moment for press forward. So let's see how that evolves. Double healer, hard to get kills against double healer though. TPK Stukov is interesting. Yeah, the Stukov is interesting. I didn't expect the Stukov here. But he's playing it very well so far. I like the ETC slide into Stukov slow and silence. Greymane a lot of damage to Uther. Diving in there. He's a little deep now. He's getting some return fire on him. Looks like where you're trading about even. Cassia seems like she's doing a ton of damage. Just checking the damage really quick. Cassia doing a lot. Vala doing a lot too though. Oh, I got that Monster Hunter. Let's check out our solo laners here. What's going on here? Ren Brothers having a better game than he had last time. He had a hard time on Chen against that Kira last game. He's looking much better so far. We're asking this Artanis. It's the worst to lane against a good Rexar. He's so annoying with that bear. Both teams should probably consider doing their bruisers. They do so at the exact same time. Oh. Yeah. Or are they? Or is there another plan in mind? Another plan is in mind here. A little sneak attack. This will be worth it if they can somehow secure this bruiser camp before this finishes. Doesn't look like they're moving for their bruiser camp. Stukov's moving, but he can't do it alone. He's starting it. Ming's doing it. Okay, so they're going to do it. Stukov and Ming, they can do it. Okay, that works. Sorry, if Rodney usually picks Ming, I bet they robbed it from him. Ooh, okay, gotcha. So they stole the Ming from the Rodney. He went for the Vala instead. Okay. That makes sense. Rexar beating up Artanis. Tough to lane against a Rexar. Very annoying. Rexar cleaning this out. He has the help of the siege camp that Greymane got for him though, so that's good. And press forward stole that extra little camp, and it seems to be doing some work for them. Vala just blows up that Immortal. Some damage onto Uther. I don't think they'll have enough damage here, though. They just have Stukov, ETC, and Ming. The Uther healing and the Cassie armor way too much. Artanis got really low there, but double healer is double healer. They might get the bear here. No, Misha, run, live. Misha gets out of there. Some pressure in the bot lane, but really they only lose a gate. Looks like this is going to go over to the side of Team 2 Trick, the first one here. Some pressure bot. A little bit of pressure, not terrible. They let it go, and they didn't pay for it too much there. Rexar got some pressure as well. Press forward is pressuring the map very well, but they were unable to secure the objective. Rexar back in lane against Artanis, a 1v1 down here. Let's see how much 2-Trick can get done with this first Immortal. It's already quite low. They're going to get a tower at least. Looks like a tower and maybe a gate as well, and that's actually it for the first objective. They're pretty healthy still. Maybe they can push for a little bit more. They get another tower? Not quite. Vala is forced to back up from the ETC slide. Vala dodges nicely. Some damage going out onto ETC and to Cassia. It could go either way here. A lot of Deckard healing and so much Deckard healing. Oh my god, massive Stukov silence. Greymane swinging away at Uther. Uther sneaking out of there, double healer. Okay, and they do lose Cassia though, so that is our first kill of the game actually. That's first blood. A lot of close calls, a ton of close calls. That was actually first blood, and it goes down to Cassia. It feels like press forward strength here is that combo with ETC sliding and Stukov slowing and rooting. I'm really interested to see how Goose does late game when Goose gets that root in his silence. I think Goose is a really good Stukov player. So far he's shown he has been, and I think he's going to do a lot of scary things with that root in the silence. So we will see. We'll see how that evolves here. A slight experience lead. Okay. Damage to Cassia. A nice cleanse by Uther. Kind of just trading some blows there. Not too much action. Everyone's fairly healthy. Greymane taking a bit of damage. Uther taking a bit of damage. Not too much going on here. Looks like ATC's engaging, actually. No, just kidding. So our solo lane, Rexar is still pushing Artanis back just a bit. But... Oh. Guys got some action. And Rexar gets away. He gets away. But does Misha get away? Misha studs the Cassia. A little cheeky damage into Cassia here. Trading, oh, not quite even. Rexar takes more damage than Cassia. Press forward gets a head start on the Immortal, but Two Trick's wrecking the Immortal with this Artanis, Cassia, and Vala comp here. It's actually, it's pretty even. Race-wise, I would have expected this to be even because Ming and Greymane are great racers. Vala and Artanis are great racers, so it's kind of tied. Oh, okay. An invade here, a big ETC slide. Deckard is still full health somehow. A ton of damage run into Deckard. He didn't seem to care about any of it. Artanis taking a lot of damage. Greymane taking a lot of damage. Orbs are everywhere. Greymane goes down. Press forward actually goes down. Okay, so this is quite rare. That was quite risky for Two Trick to take a fight on their Immortal, on the enemy Immortal, into press forward's full comp. So it was same talent here, 5 versus 5 on press forward's as Immortal. So it's kind of like 6 versus 5 because the Immortal is really powerful and it beats up the players. So Two Trick was able to 5 versus 5 on the enemy Immortal, which doesn't bode too well for press forward. Because that's kind of hard to do. It's pretty risky. And Two Trick, they did it looked kind of comfortably. They didn't lose anybody. One message was deleted by Maiev. Are there any bonuses to First Blood? No bonuses to First Blood, Yulo, unlike League of Legends. Robin Bird, it gives you a pleasing auditory cue. Yeah, that's exactly what it does. Good call, Robin. I did forget about the pleasing auditory cue. You're 100% right. Alright, so press forwards, nipping away at this Immortal. Oh, a Valkyrie onto ETC. Really nice follow-up on the Valkyrie. I did not think they were getting ETC. Beautiful follow-up, and beautiful follow-up on the Divine Storm onto Stukov as well. What looked like not really kill potential from a Valkyrie and a main tank who still had power slide to get away turned into 2 kills with really nice coordinated follow-up by Two Trick. And this might be a keep all of a sudden. A lot of damage into the Rexar Bear. Artanis snipping away at the top lane here as well. This is turning heavily against Two Trick. Or this is turning heavily against press forward. Two Trick's looking really strong here. Double healer is just good. Double healer is hard to play against. It's just good. TBK, and that's super worth dying for, so quick match is top, man. Yulo 17 seems good. Yeah, quick match knows. If you can get First Blood, go for it. It's worth dying. That auditory cue, that's the big stuff. That's what we're talking about here. So, okay, so press forward has had some rough early game here, but can they still do something? They have the mosh pit. The mosh pit's a thing now, so if ETC gets a nice mosh pit, that's always a game changer. I like what Two Trick's doing a lot here. They're holding this camp because they don't want to push right now. They want to push during the objective to give themselves advantage. Okay, a big gank onto Artanis here. Can press forward make something happen? This gank would be really nice. A nice curse bullet by Greymane, and Artanis does go down. This is very nice for press forward. This is kind of the opportunity they needed to get themselves back in the game here. They have a 5 versus 4 for another 15 seconds. What can they get done? Now, on the other side, this is a very nice camp timing by Two Trick. So press forward will have to choose. A big engage here onto Two Trick with a Braxxis thing, and a counter engage with the Valkyrie, but the Valkyrie is cut off by... Ooh, that was a big orb onto Vala. Okay. Big orb onto Vala. A lot of ultimates used there, but only the Vala goes down. Cassia possibly in trouble here. Cassia dodges a lot of CC and a lot of skill shots there. Cassia is still full health, and Rexar's Bear actually goes down. Cassia counter engaging. What were all those Deckard potions? That was wild. Why is Cassia alive? And not only alive, she's full health. ETC goes for the mosh pit, but the counter engage is strong. The Deckard ultimate is pretty much immediate there. But how is Cassia full health? What is going on here? Somebody nerfed this Deckard. What in the heck? A lot of damage to Cassia. Deckard's healing him back up. Still some damage. Cassia's got the double healer behind her. Cassia's back up to half health. Wow. The double healer looking really strong here. And the Cassia armor as well on top of the double healer, I guess, makes this even harder to play against. You know, 30 armor against a Greymane and a Stukov and a Rexar who are pretty much heavily auto attack damage and double healer behind you. Cassia might just be unkillable. They're going after the Cassia. They got an ETC slide onto her. Cassia's retreating, and I think they've got her this time for real. Okay, they do get the Cassia down, and they turn it onto the Uther. They get the Uther as well. Okay, so they prove that Cassia can die into this comp. The science is real. Cassia can go down. It was questionable for a while, but it seems possible actually. That is, I mean, so that was a little bit of an awkward fight. Press forward split 2-trick nicely there, so they separated Uther and Cassia away from the rest of the team in a nice move there. But if 2-trick is able to maintain as a 5-person unit there, and they can keep their Uther and their Deckard behind Cassia, and they don't allow press forward to cut them in half, to split them like that, in that nice kind of like pincer move they did there, then they might have a really hard time bringing Cassia down. Something's going on in bot lane here. ETC goes down. I'm not sure how he got down there. Might have been just a nice flank by 2-trick. 2-trick is all 5 back up. ETC is down for 28 seconds. This Immortal is going to clear itself, although this minion wave's going to get some damage in on the keep. Rexxar's bear is taking some damage. Cassia dodges the Rexxar bear. Stun. Oh, big swap by Artanis. Greymane not in a place he wants to be. Immediate and fantastic follow-up by Uther. Greymane just barely gets out of there. A nice Valkyrie into Stukov. Stukov dips behind the well to block it. Almost 1 pixel away from Rexxar getting swapped. Very close. Very nice move by Rexxar there, getting out of the way. ETC's coming in. He looks angry. He wants a mosh pit. The keep's going down. A nice stun into Artanis. Artanis jumps out for a second, but he's coming back. A nice mosh pit, a 2-man mosh pit. There is no Rain of Vengeance. ETC does go down, but trades for 2. So it is worth. A lot of damage. Oh my god, that Cassia damage is disgusting. Cassia goes back in on Rexxar. It looks like 2 for 3 is the final count here. Deckard is backing for mana. Vala's out of mana. Vala and Cassia finish off the keep here, and they go back. And the talent tiers are even, pretty much. In 1 second, they'll be even. But press forward is heavily down in structures now. They have 1 lonely keep left here. You can see if they can make it work. 2-trick looking really nice with these double healer comps. They're very strong. Hilo, thumbs up. Snarf, oh. ETC helped 2-trick sidestep some orbs. Yeah, okay, so there was a W there that missed some orbs. That is unfortunate. That is always tough with the ETC to balance, like, using your CC to bring people closer into your team or to knock people away from targets who are getting killed, and not messing up your skill shot assassins. It's always a hard balance as an ETC player. So that's unfortunate. A nice face melt there. A nice follow-up by Stukov. That's the route we were talking about. And somehow Uther gets out of there. Double healer is so strong, and this all turns against press forward. That engage was so nice. This is why double healer is so strong. You win team fights playing double healer. It's so hard to play against, but the downside is the wave clear is bad, but who cares about wave clear? It's Battlefield. Cassie is just unkillable with 3 people. Stukov goes down. Stukov gets away, maybe? He maybe gets swapped. Let's see. He dodges the swap. That's very nice. Okay, and Stukov gets away. Very nice. A lot of Vala skill shots up the wall there. A little spooky. Stukov gets out. Everyone's cool. That engage was so precise and so nice by press forward. They engaged so nicely with their ETC slide, and Stukov did his slow into the root in the silence, and like the Rexxar stun was there. Everything was so nicely lined up, and 2-trick was just like, well, actually we're playing double healer, and they just healed all the damage back and like counter engage. That is so tough. Wow, that engage was really nice for press forward. I'm surprised that didn't end up in kills, but double healer is strong. Rexxar engages here. They need a pick onto Deckard. That'd be very nice for them. He's 1 health, and Li Ming goes down instead. They could not bring down that Deckard. So it's so much healing. I just don't. They're doing a lot of damage. It's just so much healing. ETC goes down. Chromie goes down as well. They're having these really nice engages. The damage is there. The CC is there. It's just wow. Look at Cassia's damage. That's insane. But look at the healing difference. There's just so much healing, plus the Cassia armor. Plus the Artanis blind is mitigating a ton of damage. That's another thing we haven't taken into account. Artanis blinds them. They lose Greymane. They lose Rexxar. They lose Stukov auto attacks. They lose a lot of damage from the Artanis blind. A lot of damage from the Cassia blind and armor. And the Uther healing, the Deckard healing. there's just so much mitigation on the side of 2-Trick. It's a really hard comp to play against. Snarf, yeah, I agree. Oh my god, she's doubling Greymane. Robin sure. Yeah. It's a lot of Cassie damage. I mean, Cassie was free to just kind of like go deep and go hard. She had the support behind her. And it's just a tough comp to play against double healer. And they played it very nicely there. Nice drafting. Alright, so let's hop into the map selection. We're going to see where we're going to go for game number 3. It's going to be 2-Trick's map choice. Let's check out what happens here. So game number 2 did also go over to the side of 2-Trick. And Battlefield of Eternity was picked by Press Forward, but it did go over to the side of 2-Trick at the end of the day. Yulo, I find it hard to Greymane if you don't have the cover from your team. Yeah, that's a hard game to Greymane. I think he had the cover from his team, but I think just Greymane into Cassia is hard because the blinds, and Cassia's got armor. Cassia does a butt ton of damage. And then the Artanis blind, the Cassia blind, you're missing your auto attacks all the time. And then all that CC with the Uther. So you jump in as Greymane and all of a sudden you jumped in and now you're standing still for, you know, like 2 or 3 seconds. It's a bit tough. Okay, so game number 3. 2-Trick does go for Cursed Hollow here. That's what we'll be going for game number 3. Let's see how this one goes. Now, we've seen 2 double healer comps in a row from 2-Trick. Cursed Hollow, it might be a little bit trickier to play double healer because this is a large 3-lane map. Wave clear is really important. Split pushing is definitely a thing, and double healer suffers into that. But they've been looking good in the double healer. Maybe they'll do it again. We'll see how it goes here. But this does mean so 2-Trick got map pick, so Press Forward is going to get first pick here. So they're going to have the advantage of first pick. They might be able to go for the Cassia themselves. They might ban it. They have a lot of options here. So we'll see what they opt for. Control. Can I just say that it would be better if you mirrored your camera so it doesn't seem like you're looking into the corner of the stream? If you mirrored your camera so it doesn't seem like you're looking into the corner of the stream. Like, oh. Oh, like, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, absolutely. Control. You can absolutely say that. So, I will try to look more directly at the camera. That makes sense. Yulo, that's true. The blinds and the CC. Yeah, the blinds and the CC are just tough. They're just tough for our buddy Greymane. Alright, we're jumping into game number 3 here on Cursed Hollow. Let's see how we do in this draft. Ivan the Boulder. Yo, what's up, Ivan? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday night, man. We made it just in time for game number 3 here for 2-Trick versus Press Forward. Looks like 2-Trick is up 2-0. Press Forward is a long-established team in Division 1 in Heroes Lounge, playing NGS. And they have a lot of Grandmasters on their team. And Press Forward is 3 of the players who have played together for a long time, but they're a newer team that has come together. And it's interesting to see them be so competitive with Press Forward. Did I switch these? No, they're good. But they're definitely holding their own. They're looking strong here. Kel'Thuzad banned out. Felipe is a really strong Kel'Thuzad. Makes sense. Samuro banned out. And they do ban out the Uther. They've had enough of the double healer. Makes a lot of sense. Ivan the Bowler. Let's see some carnage. You're going to see some blood here, man. These teams are going at it. A lot of nice engages. A lot of awesomely timed engages. Cassia banned out. So they don't have first pick. So they're banning out the Cassia. They're not risking it. They feel the Cassia is too strong, which I agree after seeing Cassia last game. Cassia looked pretty busted. That was insane, the amount of damage that was coming out of Madara. So they don't want to give press forward that same opportunity. They're banning out the Cassia, and they say, forget that. The Lost Vikings first pick by Enigma. Okay, so press forward is going to aggressively first pick Vikings, and they're setting the tone very much for this map. When someone first picks Vikings on Curse Hall, they're saying, we're going to out macro you so hard, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it. It sets a very heavy tone when you first lock Vikings. So this will be interesting to see. That's a big statement off the bat. ETC and Ana locked in. It's just good, strong hero metas. Strong heroes in the meta. Ana, really strong, very hard to play against. ETC, good tank. Solid tank choice. No reason not to pick him. That leaves Mei open. That leaves Tassadar open. That leaves kind of a... Okay, there's the Tassadar, there's the Mei. Alright, so we got the Mei and the Tassadar. We have some overpowered heroes still left. And ban-wise, what are we going to ban here? They need an auto attacker and they need a bruiser. But they might go for something more aggressive than a bruiser. So I would ban the auto attacker. It's hard to predict. Maybe the Imperious, though. Yeah. I would say press forward should go for the Imperious here. They ban out the Deckard. Okay. The Deckard's strong. They might not be banning the Imperious. They might want the Imperious for themselves. Imperious is really strong right now and would fit nicely into either of these teams, I think. So he's still on the table. I believe both teams play him. Ivan the Builder. Oh, no, Mayben. Yeah, Ivan, there's just a lot of high-impact heroes here where it's hard to ban everything because the Ana has been very influential in these games. The Mei has been influential. The Uther has been super influential because it allows 2-trick to double healer. And at the end of... After losing to it twice, press forward said, no more double healer, we're getting rid of the Uther. So it leaves Mei open. They almost don't have enough bans. T-side is an amazing Samuro. They don't want to leave Samuro up. There's just not enough bans in there. So ETC Jaina is a classic combo. We've literally seen it since the alpha, I think. If it's not the alpha, it's like 10 minutes after the alpha. It's been around forever. ETC slides and Jaina dumps her spells, and people get blown the hell up. So that's very scary. Makes a lot of sense to pick them together. But we don't have a big answer to the Vikings yet on the side of 2-trick. They don't have something that says, okay, we're going to deal with the Vikings with this hero. Rainer and no Imperious. But I like the Rainer pick as well. This works fine. So with this setup, I would imagine what press forward's going to do is going to put one Viking in each lane, and this could be a gank squad Vikings comp. With Vikings, you want to either put one Viking in each lane and with the 4-man push one lane really hard with like Hammer or something like that, or Sylvanas or Zarya, and say, hey, come deal with us in the bot lane. We're going to take your fort and your keep. There's Deathwing lock. Deathwing works against this. I don't see the answer to the Vikings except they have 3 good heroes who can soak and do camps. You know, Jaina and Greymane destroy camps. Jaina, Greymane, and Deathwing soak very well. So they can just deal with the lanes the old-fashioned way. Just send a hero and deal with the lanes. They don't have like a Zeratul or a Foul set or something like that, but they have decent tools to deal with the Vikings. Not amazing, but decent. Let's see what happens in game number 3. Snarf. I want to see Tracer. Tracer would be nice to see in these games. Let's see. I mean, this is game number 3. It might be the last game, or it might not even be the halfway point. We'll see what happens here. Hard to say. Ivan the Bowler. This TLV team gets Tass and Mei. What the fuck is happening, Lal? It seems crazy, Ivan, but there's so many high-impact heroes in these games right now. It's hard to ban everything, because Cassia last game doubled the damage of the next highest assassin. Uther the last game enabled double support, or double healer, which is killing press forward. The double healer seems to be press forward's kryptonite here. So he said, it makes a lot of sense. Get rid of the Uther, and you kill the double healer from being a thing. T-side's an amazing Samuro one-trick, so you gotta ban the Samuro on him. Or he's just gonna get Samuro and just be... Especially if you're playing Vikings, you can't let him get Samuro. There's just too many good things to ban. Ivan the Bowler, my money is on press forward. Press forward's a really good team, really strong team. I like their draft a lot. They got some overpowered heroes. They got Vikings on Cursed Hollow. It's a good map for it. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Snarf, May is an engage and stay engaged kind of a hero. Yeah, I agree with that, Snarf. May engages very nicely. It's hard to hit, but if you land it, it's really nice engage. May is like all peel. Yeah, but if she icings into the group and then tasks Zappin in the backline, she's not gonna have her stuff. I agree. Did Madara make the 25% rule as Deathwing? We will see. He definitely made the 25%. He made the 100% rule last game. So we'll see if he can make the 25% rule as Deathwing. We will find out. If you don't know, I've been saying in my games I've been casting, it didn't hold true for the first game. It definitely held true for the second game. The Madara rule is Madara does 25% more damage than the next assassin here. In most of the games that I cast. Okay, they get one little Eric. Goodbye, Eric. And Jaina and Greymane aggressively sieging into this tower. Raynor defending. And he kind of bluffs like he's going to go in, and then he moves back at a nice little move there. We like that. And it's kind of chill right now. We're going to have camps come up in 5 seconds. So Greymane moving in, getting the jump on the siege camp. We like that. Press forward is formatting mid, because they can, because they have Vikings. That thing looks like he's sneaky, that thing. Press forward looking for a tower. Nice sleep by Anna. We have a Deathwing versus an Eric. Sneaky Deathwing. Deathwing looks like he's zoning the XP more than anything else. We lost Olaf. Jaina blew up Olaf really quick. They're bullying this bot lane a little bit. Two-Trick is up just a bit in experience. You see this half a level lead. I think it's not quite that high. Half a level lead. Oh, they're losing this. They've lost 3 Vikings now. They've lost 4 Vikings now, and a wave of soak bot lane. The XP is going to go heavily against press forward. This is very nerve-wracking here. And they lost a wave of soak top lane as well. They're losing soak all over the place, and they have Vikings. This is really bad for press forward. Okay, so that's pretty spooky. Let's see if they can recover from that one. Two waves of soak, 1 in bot, 1 in top, and 4 Viking deaths. Which only comes out to really 1 death. So they're down 1 death and 2 waves of soak. It's kind of a little bit of a rough early game. Two-Trick, but press forwards were countering here. They're pushing the mid lane. They got the wall. They're making some plays here. Bot's pretty much in equally as bad shape as mid is right now. So it's kind of even structurally, but they're definitely down. They're down a full level XP wise. Now Vikings will shine if you can delay this objective forever during this objective phase. If Vikings can soak 3 lanes and get XP for a while the 4-man delays this point for a long amount of time, then this experience thing will no longer be a problem. So let's see if the 4-man can make it happen. Can the 4-man delay for Vikings to get crazy soak and get rid of this level deficit? Maybe. I think we needed that task star for poke. Okay, May has the poke there. And this is going to be press forwards' goal. They're just going to try and poke forever and be super annoying and just keep poking this over and over and over. One Viking gets the poke in there. And the level deficit will slowly decrease. Now, they're actually 4 versus 4 because Deathwing has opted to stay and clear top. So they're 4 versus 4 in a third because they have little Eric poking and clearing the lane. And they have 4. So they have 4 versus 4 plus a Viking. Never mind. It's 4 versus 4. Eric is down. Rip Eric. He's a good lad. He did pretty well. He's just one lone little Viking. Deathwing has flown up into the air. I think Deathwing's going to be landing here, and this is going to be the end of the poking for press forward. The very aggressive land by Madara. Very dramatic. It was kind of awesome there. Madara's in this team. He's getting low on health. So is Tastar, though. Looks pretty good. They've managed to push this wave in while they're going through those heroes. And 2 kills over to the side of press forward. 2 in a third. No. Rip. Okay, but the level deficit, it's still kind of there. Their press forward's down about 3/4 of a level still. Still hanging in there. Snarfungus, yo, Madara and Deathwing? Yeah, Madara and Deathwing in this game. That's a new... I haven't seen him on Deathwing before. But he does play a lot of heroes, so I'm not too surprised by it. Rodney, a little bit of trouble on ETC. He's trying to back out of there. He gets out of there. He's cool. Robin Bird, that giant dragon in that tiny bush. I totally agree. That was so funny. He was just like this massive hulking dragon in this little tiny bush that would never conceal him. But Deathwing's very sneaky, so the stealth is not to be underestimated. So it looks like Deathwing was opting before to freeze the lane. Now he's opting just to push, which I think is a nice decision. It frees him up to do other things. The siege damage is also very nice if he gets the opportunity to siege. A little bit of an engage happening here. A boss was attempted by press forward. Two Trick spotted it out and chased him away from it. Press forward, trying to make something happen before level 10, because Two Trick is poised here to get level 10 first. A little Baylog, just trying to get out of there. Baylog's okay. Harassing. Two Trick does secure level 10, and press forward does back off, as they definitely should. His level 10, you don't want to fight into that. It'll be very bad. Okay, and we have a chill little laning phase here. If I was press forward, I would just secure level 10 and not try to do anything too crazy and play it safe. If I was Two Trick, I would do something crazy and try and get a lead. And this is exactly what they're doing. They're using their level 10 advantage to get a boss. And press forward's unable to contest because they just got level 10. Press forward knows they're doing it, so they go ahead and they get their own boss as well. So this is a nice play by press forward. They sort of neutralize. For the most part, they successfully neutralize Two Trick's level 10 advantage. Two Trick did get a free trib, but that was it. They got one trib at a 3 for free because they got level 10 first, and that was pretty much it. And then we traded bosses, so it goes even. So not too much of a loss there on the side of press forward for failing to get level 10 first. Now this is it. Press forward needs to do something here. They're down. They haven't gotten an objective yet. They're down 0-2 in the games. They're down 0-2 in the curses. Let's see if they can make something happen here over this next objective fight. They're going to need it. They're getting this camp first. They're getting themselves a little bit of an extra advantage, which I like. Odd is pushing, while the Vikings are helping to clear top a little bit. And we have play again on the side of Vikings. Deathwing going in for an aggressive engage here on Tassadar. He's getting some good damage on him. Felipe is zoned out for the meantime. May is also taking a lot of damage to the front line here. Looks like it's going against press forward a bit. Deathwing really going for Felipe on this fort here. A mosh pit by Rodney. Ana actually goes down on Two Trick there without their healer. It says moved in favor of press forward, although all the Vikings have died, so it's 4 for 4. Rainier looks like he's going to kill everybody here. Two Trick does secure the objective in a 1-for-1 trade in that team fight. A lot of chaos, but it goes in favor of Two Trick at the end of the day. But that boss did get a lot of push here. He got through the bot fort. Two Trick loses a little bit of soak here, but looking very good for Two Trick at the moment. Press forward is standing their ground in mid right now. They have the Vikings to clean up the lanes a bit. Deathwing lands aggressively onto the back line here. Deathwing is harassing Felipe a lot, and Deathwing's a big engage onto Jaina, a huge engage onto Jaina with the May. That was perfect. That's how you engage with May. You put your W down and you use your E to knock them back into your W. That was very nicely done by the May. An easy follow-up for press forward as assassins by that very nice setup by Lupus. Now Deathwing's in a little bit of trouble as the fight turned, and Deathwing's a bit of a lumbering hero. It's hard for him to get out of there once the fight turns like that. He does manage to sneak out of there. And they're trying to blow up Jimmy's little scout here. They get him out. And a very successful, incredibly successful defense by press forward. They didn't lose one single structure. Maybe scratch that? Maybe scratch that. They're going to have bot pressured a bit. No, press forward makes a very strong defense here. And for the entire curse, they managed to defend every single one of their structures. The structures take some damage, but that's a big success. And Eric face plants again. Poor Eric. Poor little Eric there. The littlest of the Vikings. Yulo, I'm curious to see Madara's Deathwing build. Let's take a look at it. We have some downtime. Deathwing, it looks like we're going Dragon Soul, Heat Wave, Death Drop, Bellowing Roar, and Ruination. Oh, I thought I was missing some action there. So, there is the Deathwing build. I'm not a huge Deathwing player. I barely touch him pretty much. He's just a weird hero to me. Okay, Deathwing uses this mostly for wave clear. A little bit of a weird usage of it there. It's not an incredibly short cooldown, but its PvE damage is very high. So you don't necessarily have to use it for a team fight. Lupus looks for the engage there. ETC stays out of it. ETC does not want to get caught in that. Greymane in a lot of trouble. A little bit of an awkward rotate around the corner here. They do end up getting Greymane. Counter engage, big mosh pit by ETC. Immediately shut down by Goose. Look at Goose here. That was a great play by Goose. That saved the day. That could have been game over. Now Force Wall is a big counter to Deathwing because that's the only CC that affects him. Deathwing just barely gets out of there. Counter with the Ring of Frost. Hits Raynor, who is greedily looking for that Deathwing kill, which I thought he had. And a big counter engage by the Jaina Ring of Frost turns this crazy fight into a victory for Two Trick. A nice cheeky disengage by May. Can May get out of this now? Maybe. Maybe not. And May 1v1 Ana. Maybe not. Lupus thought he was out of the woods there. Ana caught him. Ana's dancing around here. I think that's going to be the end of May. Very nice pickup by Ana. Kind of smelling it that May might be hearthing in a weird spot here. No, Eric. Nice sleep by Ana. And that's the first trib. And Press Forward is really unable to contest because they lost a few Vikings and they lost May. So they let it go, and it's the first one. It's not a huge deal. Although we are really seeing heavy kill advantage on the side of Two Trick. The structures are pretty much even. There's a little bit of, like a tiny bit of structural advantage for Two Trick, but pretty much even. And experience is pretty much even as well. So Press Forward has really stayed in this game nicely, despite the fact that they're losing pretty much every team fight. But they're playing the map really well, and they're able to stay in it. But sooner or later, the bottom line is, no matter how well they play the map, they've got to win a team fight eventually. And they're not gonna. It doesn't look like they're gonna get level 20 first. They can't hope for a talent tier advantage, so they need to find some sort of other advantage or just straight up win a team fight. So let's see if they can do that. They have the tools here. They have nice CC for Deathwing. May is kind of in a dangerous position here, but she's okay. A big avalanche, but I don't really get it. That could have been. That was a very nice avalanche. It could have been very nice for a setup. Oh, May's in trouble now. A mosh pit, but the unstoppable saves her for some of it. Okay, and May does end up going down there. Force Wall for disengage. Two Trick's giving this one up. I guess they took too much poke damage, and they opted to let this one go. Jaina is bot lane here. Jaina is bot. So that's probably the reason there. Both bosses on the keeps. Two Trick's boss doing a little bit better than Press Forward's boss. A lot better, actually. Press Forward's boss is not going to make it through the gate. Two Trick's boss is going to make it through almost half the keep. Not quite half the keep. But a lot of damage on the keep here. This is a possible win condition for Two Trick now if they get a few kills and a curse. Two Trick can end through top now. Close. Deathwing goes for it. Deathwing's really nicely pressuring Tassadar. And Deathwing is usually much too lumbering to pressure a backline hero super well like that to chase him down. He's really like kind of like lands, does a bunch of damage, and they back out at like half health. And they're like safe. But Deathwing almost getting some kills on the Tassadar. So here's a big team fight here. This could be a big turning point in the game here. Now we're starting to get to the point where this one's top, so it's a slight disadvantage to Press Forward because if they get wiped, Two Trick can come, kill this keep really quickly, and kill the core. So the pressure's on here, but it's 1-to-1 in curses, so a really nice sleep by Ana. It's a long delay, it's very annoying. This is why Ana's the worst. Ana's Bio Grenade hurts May a lot. That's a really nice point, Yulo. May is probably the sustain build. Let's take a quick look, a really fast look. May is sustain build. So Healing Grenade hurts her a lot. A nice stun to the Jaina. Cheeky by the Vikings. A little distraction there. Deathwing lands aggressively in the backline here. Deathwing going after Raynor and Stukov. A big fear by Deathwing. Vikings are taking some pressure. Vikings are dealing a lot of pressure too for Vikings though. They have play again. The Vikings are coming back. But Greymane goes in deep and finishes off May unexpectedly. Greymane went really wild there for a second and crushed a bunch of press forwards heroes. Looks like 3 Vikings are going to go down here if I had to guess. 1 down? Only 1 going down here. Now, 2Trick has taken that fight, and they're up a few heroes now. What can they get done? Vikings immediately run mid and pressure mid and try and distract 2Trick. Vikings do successfully get 2Trick's time, but it costs them Eric's life. So there's that. Olaf's back here safely. Hanging with Stukov. A little alone time. They hang out together here. And then Tassadar's clearing bottom. Okay, so really, press forward is in a desperate position. They need to get level 20 really quickly. And they need to win the next team fight. The press forward has pretty much lost every single team fight in the game, but they're in it because they're playing the map very well. They're getting the soak. The structures aren't too bad. They're down structurally, but it's not too bad. They need to get 20 like right now. Get Vikings to play again because they can't wait 50 seconds for the last Viking to come back. And so Eric's running for soak top. Olaf should run for soak bot, in my opinion. He should get this. This is desperate times right now. Oh, Eric's back. Never mind. I misspoke. So Vikings are back. Balak's pressuring top. They need 20. They're close. If I was 2Trick, I would be bloodthirstily diving them, looking for any opportunity to make it engage. Press forward's going to give it. They're not even going to look to poke it. I'm not sure they can defend this curse. Maybe they can. The lanes are pushed out. Okay, press forward's going to seek to defend this curse. This is a level 20 curse. And they're engaging on ECC now a little bit. Okay, just a quick engage here. I'm nervous for press forward, but I like the situation in the top lane. Look at this. Eric, the 1 Viking's going to totally neutralize this top lane. Oh my god, that's a big engage. Okay, Rainer's down. This looks like game. This looks like game. Yeah, that's GG. Really nice engage by 2Trick onto press forward. They had that level 20 curse. They dove right past the towers. They made it happen. And that is game number 3 going over to the side of 2Trick. That happened quick. Wow, that was a strong ending by 2Trick. The Vikings trying to make it happen in the end here. Not quite going down. And I understand what press forward was doing. They said we don't have level 20. It's too risky to contest the curse. And I think they're probably right. It was very risky to contest that curse. 2Trick just had a fantastic engage there over the wall, using their mobility to get into a surprisingly aggressive engage and bring down some members of press forward. Look at this damage of Madara. The Madara rule is holding true. Madara is doing a 25% damage more than the next assassin. 50% more damage than the next assassin in this case. Ton of damage by Madara in that game. Really nicely played by both teams. And that is game number 3 going over to the side of 2Trick. 2Trick does take the series in a 3-0 total there at the end. And that does conclude the match, the fight night here. Wow. Chris, 2Trick, keeping true to the name, doesn't always have the hottest drafts, but mechanically their team is scary. I feel like they win team fights often in their matches. Exactly. 2Trick is there to fight. They're there to kill the opponents. Like, draft-wise, I mean, actually their drafts, I thought their drafts were really nice tonight. I love the double healer drafting. Draft-wise, besides that, usually team fight is their thing. And they showed it tonight, and the map is like kind of a secondary concern for them. And that seemed to work out really nicely for them tonight, though. Ivan the Bowler. I'd be broke if I made this bet, lol. Yeah, Ivan. Like, draft-wise, I liked 2Trick's draft, but I really liked press forward's draft this map as well. They played the Tassadar. They played the Tassadar, Rainer, May. You know, they're like nice, strong 4-man. You know, May makes this nice engage with her W and her E. It's a stun. Rainer's doing a lot of damage. Stukov follows up with the silence. Tassadar puts a wall behind it. They have this really powerful 4-man they can engage with, and Vikings covers the lanes for them. They had a really nice draft, but the problem with it is just 2Trick is just so damn strong in the team fight that I think it was problematic for press forward. Even though they had this nice comp and they played the map very well, 2Trick was just too good in the team fight. TBK's on. Woo, grats 2Trick. 2Trick played very nice. Rodney, those games were really fun. You know, glad you had a good time, Rodney, and awesome play on the tanks tonight, Rodney. You were a monster, dude. Really nice playing. Ivan the Bowler. I think the lack of frontline really hurt them during the objective fights. Yeah, it did feel like that, Yulo. I think so. Or I think Ivan. I think so. Like, it felt like Deathwing and Grayman, especially in the second to last team fight, were able to jump in there, pass the Mei a little bit, and get on to Tassadar and Raynor and Stukov and just threaten the backline a little bit too much. Yulo, what else did Deathwing take? Let's check out Deathwing talents. We can look at that really quick, Yulo. You guys can see all the talents here. Deathwing in the end, Gaze onto Destruction and Arrival of a God. That's such an awesome talent name. But if you want to get your talents down really well, you should check out heroesprofile.com. You can see different talents for different maps and different ranks, different situations. Madara, GG's fun games. Yo, really nice playing Madara. The Madara rule held true for most of this. Your damage was ridiculous. I love those heroes. Really nice playing on that Cassia game, dude. That was really fun to cast. Unkillable. Chris, great casting, great games to watch. Yo, Chris, thanks for stopping by, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday night, man. Welcome to the stream. Cratical, hi. Yo, what's up, Cratical? How's it going, man? Nice to see you today, dude. So that concludes Fight Night, but we do this every single Friday. If you guys are, if somebody listening is a top tier Heroes of the Storm stream and they want to take a shot at the title, I think the title is currently held by Two Trick. If they want to take down Two Tricks, the scary team that they are, you're free to contact me. We're looking for more teams to participate. If you want to take on Two Trick, you should have some Grandmasters in your team. You should all be at least Master. If you have a few diamonds, we can make it work. But really, Press Forward tonight was like all Grandmasters and Masters. These were a really coordinated team, a really nice team. And yeah, if you want to participate in Fight Night, you're definitely reach out to me. If you're like a really scary team that thinks they can take on. If you're a bunch, you know, if you're like a casual player, you play every Wednesday night, don't try and take on Two Trick. It's not gonna work. Ivan the Bowler, can I join a team? Absolutely. And if you want to play, actually, we're having a big tournament very soon. I'll link the sign up link. There's a really big tournament. It's going to be $250 for the grand champions of the tournament and $50 for the finalists. And that's going to be cash, PayPal or Venmo. Check it out. There's also some electronic giveaways, I believe, that our partner's going to do. So check that out as well. It might be skins. I'm not sure what they're doing yet. That should be cool. That's going to be August 22nd and 23rd. Anyone's free to participate in that one. Ivan, if you want to sign up as a free agent, then you can do that. If you want to sign up with your team, you can do that as well. If you want to get on a team, give me a DM. I can set you up with somebody. Cratical, good. I had to get to that Chillark stream. You already know. Yo, I appreciate it, Cratical. Bit of Cratical in the stream here. Super hype. Thanks for stopping by, homie. Yulo, nice man. Good morning, by the way. Yeah, good morning, Yulo. Is it morning by you? That's cool. Ivan the Bowler. I'm a casual who can crush Two Trick. That's very impressive, Ivan. I'd like to see that. I'm not sure about that, but that would be really impressive. So our link to the tournament. If you want to participate in this tournament, if you want to take a shot at Two Trick, if you want a shot at the title, or a shot at Press Forward. Press Forward might be playing as well, and they're a really good team as well. You can do so. I believe both teams are participating. I'm not sure, though. We'll see. You are free to register here. So check it out. DM, where? Twitch or Discord? DM on Discord. I'm much easier to catch on Discord. So if you DM me on Discord, I'm much more responsive there. We run out of the tournaments out of the Discord. So if you want to join a tournament, if you want to get involved in Fight Night on Friday nights, if you want to get on this on the channel and you want to be casted, give me a DM. But for Fight Night, generally it's really high top tier teams. And if you're more casual, you can check out the upcoming tournament, the big one, or you can meet us for Rank Night Thursday nights. Thursday nights 8 p.m. Eastern. We all hop into the Discord together. We play ranked, and it's inclusive. It's for everybody. It's not just, you know, the best of the best. Let's drop Kevin a host. So I'm hosting Kevin here, and if you want to get some more top tier gameplay, Kevin won Heroes of the Dorm. He's very cool, and he beats my ass in Storm League all the time. So check him out. He's high Masters right now, but he's usually GM. He's dropped just low enough so that he can come into my Masters games and beat me up, and then he'll go back to Grandmaster. So that's not what we like to see, but check him out. He's really awesome. I'm going to drop him a host now. Really cool guy. Awesome top-tier gameplay. He's going to be really nice to watch. He knows everything about the game. He's been GM for like 5 years now, since the game came out. But really encourage you guys to check him out. And Sunday, I'll be streaming kind of just like Storm League. Sunday's more of like a fun, like whatever stream. And then next Friday, I'll be here casting Fight Night again. And you guys can check it out there. Also, last thing, check out our channel. It's a new channel. And this is where the big tournaments are going to be streamed. Chili Mountain, that's the official Chili Mountain channel. Check that out. Drop it a follow. If you want to get involved or you want to watch the upcoming tournaments, they'll be there. Fight Night will probably eventually be transitioned to Chili Mountain, but for now, I'm casting it on my channel. And besides that, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on Sunday. And watch E. Kevin. E. Kevin's awesome, and you could probably learn something from his gameplay. Catch you later, guys. Thanks for watching.